Discuss about the moral thinkers. So, moral thinkers and their quotations. Okay, moral thinkers and philosophers formation of the world. So, every state has its culture belonging to any era of time or from any corner of the world has its own unique school of philosophy arrived at through both inheritance and independent discovery also. So, different premises and approaches, and their major concern include the nature of ultimate value and standards by which human action can be judged, right or wrong. The outward work can never be small if the inward one is great, and the outward work can never be great or good if the inward word is small. So that's why it's given by Mr. Eckhart. The above quote wonderfully wears the idea of karma, dharma to give us right view of what we know the life. The conversation of education system has focused merely on respect of action, though discipline of a specified learning, but more recently ethics and human value have come to be regarded as indispensable subject. What does one stand to gain by being ethical is question that occupy the student mind before starting to absorb the first bit of prescribed lesson on ethics. It is this question which moral philosophy seek to be answers. So that's why a milestone in the development of the moral philosophy like Vedic period, like Vedic period was Hinduism, Haiman, Samhita, Brahman, Aranyakya, Upanishada. And Veda means wisdom, knowledge, vision, and manifests the language of God. Actually it's all the obligatory duties of Hindu: birth, marriage, death, all that. Then we come through Upanishada is the collection of the texts of the Vedic Sanskrit language. So here like Hindus contain revealed truth, and Suti concerning the nature of ultimate reality of Brahma, describing the character form of the human salvation and moksha. Then we come through the Jainism, 599 to 527. Jainism, there was non-violence and non-absoluteness, non-possessiveness, empathetic spiritual independence, equality, living beings towards the non-violence, and ahimsa was the path. Then Buddhism was the middle path of the Buddha, awakened one, and Jainism, Buddhism started in opposition to Hinduism and Brahmanism. So that's why the teaching of Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama, was very religious. Then we come to Confucius. So Confucius is the Chinese thinker. Confucius. Okay, Confucius was the editor, political philosopher, spring of autumn period, and he was the highest moral ideals for the humanity and goodness, and championing strong family loyalty, ancestor worship, respect to the elders, children, and husband and wife. Do not do the others what you do not want done to yourself. This is a golden rule of the Confucius. Now Sophism. So what was the Sophism? See, Sophism was the philosophy started around. Sophism is a method to teaching. The ancient Greece sophists were a category of teaching who specialized in using the technique of philosophy like service to the others, nobility, and moral standards. Subscribes to the view moral relativism also given by the Sophism. Now Socrates. So Socrates was all I know is that I know nothing, and yet was prepared to die for his belief and philosophy as pursuit of moral good. Plato was there, so Plato given the Socrates discipline, recorded discovers of Socrates in work called Dialogue. He best known for the called the Republic. Plato was known for its Republic. Okay, Republic, and it's moved beyond the level. Author of many works in almost all area of knowledge. So this was the ethics and politics. Aristotle. So Aristotle was the person disciple of the Plato, and he broke with the Plato when he rejected the doctrine of innate knowledge and idea. He taught that all knowledge begins in sense of experiences. So Aristotle was based on the experiences. Okay, Plato, then Aristotle, then Kautilya of Arthashastra. So Kautilya was the treatise on statement. Like Kautilya's book was given the strategy written in the Sanskrit. Kautilya was a scholar and Takshashila and teacher of the guardian of the Emperor Chandragupta Maurya and founder of the Maurya Empire. Then Stoicism. So what is the Stoicism? Stoicism is the school of Hellenistic philosophy and Athens by Zeno of Citiism. The Stoic taught that destructive emotions resulted from error in judgment, and moral and intellectual perfections were there. And now Epicureanism. Epicureanism is the philosophy based upon the teaching of ancient Greek philosopher Epicurus, who believe called pleasure is the greatest good. So Epicureanism for the pleasure is the greatest good, and that was the Greek scholar Epicureanism. Okay, now Bhakti movement. Okay, Bhakti movement is the movement of the Hindu religion, promoted the belief of moksha, and appeared now around the same year and advocated the personal expression of devotion to the god. Now yeah, Thomas Aquinas. So Thomas Aquinas is the Italian philosopher, okay, and a theologist, and convinced the faith and reason must converge, and he was combated the philosophy of Averroes and one of theology. For the philosophy of Aristotle is the theological reasoning. Now Sikhism. See, Sikhism is the monotheistical religion, and the Punjab of Guru Nanak believe in the concept of the oneness of the God and spiritual life. Now Thomas Hobbes. See, Thomas Hobbes was the philosopher of English and political theorist. He taught as the ethics, political science, developed by the same method. And Hobbes was the selfish, like he was own selfish interest and a pristine state of man, and he was deriving the theory of social contract to end the war against all. Now we are going to like sentimentism. See, Sentimentism is the theory of moral sense. It is given the epistemology and metaethics of the discovery of the moral truth. Morality, immorality, discover emotion, response to the experience, moral outlook, and social outlook. Now, ethical intuition. Ethical intuition is the family of view that intuitive awareness about the ethics, knowledge, and evaluative facts also. Now, John Locke. See, John Locke. So John Locke was the person of philosopher. He was given the enlightenment in the England and France, and he was the defend the institute of property as beneficial to whole community. And Voltaire was also in the France. So he was enlightenment in the rational appearance in the France. And Immanuel Kant theory was deontological approach, like duties are everything. Happiness, he taught, made the dependent on the event of world outside the ourself and reduce our inner freedom. So that's why philosopher of the Immanuel Kant taught us the universal reality comes from category of mind imposed the experiences. So he taught that in all our action we should act in such a way that our action could be universal model of the rule. Immanuel Kant was like that. Jeremy Bentham. So Jeremy Bentham was the English philosopher who wrote extensively in the economy of theory of law, and he rejected the theory of nature rights, and he invented the theory of motivation of the pleasure. He taught pleasure can be treated mathematically in order to reach the proper decision making on law and calculus of the pleasure. John Stuart Mill. A totalitarianism is the given by the Bentham and the Mill, and they was like saying that lower sensual pleasure and higher intellectual pleasure are not merely different in quality, but both are correlated to each other, and universal education is compulsory for happiness. So Mills and Bentham could be called as social engineers. Karl Marx was from each according to the ability to each according to the needs. So Karl Marx is the socialism also. Period of Hindu religious for reformism was in this, like we should not go for the evils. Gandhi was the similar path of the Buddha, and he included the non-violence and education, social, economic, political dimensions. And Iyer was the meaningful statement must be like verified and applied ethics. We can discuss about bioethics, military ethics, machine ethics, and all that. So these all was the moral thinkers we should have